Oh boy. It's hot in my room. I don't know why. Also, these opening load times. I should probably stop starting these streams or hitting the start streaming button on the YouTube so early, but this is the experience, you know? You gotta watch these weird little triangle prisms just go back and forth. Oh, by the way, I installed Dead Kings. Where is this mission? Where where is it? Well, you know, we can just run towards it. We don't have... Arno, what are you doing? This is off to a really good start. Oh, there we go. No? Okay. Arno really wants to hang out on this chair. Please get off the chair. Thank you. There's a newspaper.
Hey there.
Hello.
We're back.
A dinosaur story.
You started a bit late. I was kind of wondering if something else had come up.
Nope. It was just the N-Gage thing went on for way longer than I was expecting it to. I have my priorities straight. I will watch people play N-Gage video games all day.
What's on the N-Gage? Tell me about the N-Gage. What do you know about the N-Gage?
So there was a really bad version of Virtua Cop on the N-Gage. There was like Morrowind, sort of. Actually kind of neat looking King of Fighters game on the N-Gage. And a port of Sonic Advance that ran at a very poor frame rate. How goes your Odyssey?
Alright, I've stopped for now because I felt like I should probably give, Unity my full attention for the finale here.
I mean...
Also because I've been playing Odyssey all morning,
yeah.
Afternoon, since work.
Makes sense.
It's been a bit.
I played a whole lot of Odyssey today as well, and also The Missing, because that came out today.
And mostly, I think I just wrapped up side quest stuff. Well, a little bit of the main quest stuff. I finally got that dumb party out of the way in Greece. In Athens, rather.
You
Most things were in Greece.
You have no idea how many side quests I have available to me to do.
I'm going to assume it's a lot.
It's a lot.
But yeah, my feelings so far remain firmly lodged in the direction of Athens should be on fire.
They're not that bad.
Everyone in that city sucks except Phoebe and the chick Phoebe works for. And Socrates.
God, I hate Socrates.
Why do you hate Socrates?
He's a dick.
Are you bad at talking to him?
No, I'm not bad at talking to him, but I'm just constantly irritated by him.
He has not been an asshole yet. I have no idea what your problem is.
He's just like, oh, so you say this. Well, that means this, this, and this. And it's like, no, that's not what I said. This is what I said. Oh, well, that means that this completely opposite thing. And then you call him out on his bullshit. And he's like, I didn't say anything. It's like, well,
he didn't, though. He didn't say anything. He's giving you the Rorschach test. He's just saying words and seeing how you react to the words. Yeah.
I hate the Socratic methods.
The words he is saying, it's not his opinion. It's like the devil's advocate thing. He's just saying it to see how you react, It's you learning about yourself.
All right, Socrates.
I don't know what your problem is. We're just, I don't know, bad at psychology or something. Everyone else at that party sucked. Except for the guy with the goat. He was okay.
I also hate that guy. That guy.
Oh, that guy.
That guy stays at about a 15 through the entire game.
Oh, that's the guy you were talking about.
And I need him to be like a 6.
You can't, though.
But
He's operating on a different level. Imagine how depressing it would be to see that guy if he was just normal. He's gotta be in full party mode all the time.
He really doesn't, though.
He does, though. Imagine how sad you'd be if you ever ran into that guy and he was just, like, on the couch drinking a beer or something.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, that was something.
It'd be like watching Superman kick a puppy. He's gotta stay in character 100% of the time. He's gotta keep up with kayfabe.
Fitting you are here to witness the rebirth of the Templar Order. For all,
If he is not being a demented sex maniac, people should be asking why he is not being a demented sex
try
maniac.
to make him see.
Also, you walked into a horrible dumb trap.
Yes.
Is
Yes,
that
I
main
did.
villain?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because he's got the
Why is that guy just
heterochromia.
wearing- Why is that guy just wearing, like, normal clothes, but then also a stupid hood?
Because he's sneaky.
That's dumb.
He's a
He's
sneaky
just wearing
Templar, man.
Take the hood off, and he'd just be wearing a normal suit, and that'd be way better. Why do you look like the love child of 2 different characters from Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Because that is all the best gear that I have, so I look like an idiot.
Someone can inspire fear.
You just look like a fusion of the weird clown guy and also handsome love interest guy.
This was the truth de Malay died for.
So you're about to D-team this guy for what reason?
For being the king.
Oh, okay.
The crown and church are ground to dust. You control the gold will decide the future.
Well, there goes King Louis's head.
He probably had it coming.
I must take my leave. Good day to you. Kill him.
And it paves the way for Napoleon. That guy's pretty bad.
Yeah, we'll get there.
What are you doing? Go after him!
I'm not leaving you here to die.
Why didn't your character try at all to prevent that in any way, shape, or form?
Don't worry about it.
You stood there and watched. Why didn't she help?
Don't worry about it.
Like, if you both had caused a riot over off to the side, they probably would have delayed the execution.
I also
People
like
heard random gunfire.
I like that my lady friend is totally not affected by smoke bombs.
Well, yeah, no, she's had training. She knows how this works. So I like the whole start of that fight was just you getting knocked this it was knocking you around like a soccer ball. It was rough.
It takes a moment for me to get back in this Assassin's Creed after playing Odyssey.
Makes sense.
Oops. I just
I
shoved
will say
that lady.
again, this game looks pretty when it's working.
Yeah, like, again, like architecture-wise, like poly count-wise.
Like, there's something I like about the weird, like, it seems kind of pastel-ish. I like the look of it in a lot of cases. It's just, you know, it has to actually work, and it doesn't.
Yeah. That's kind of the big problem of Assassin's Creed Unity.
That, and also terrible characters and story.
That too.
Because, man, you know what Odyssey has? Really good characters and a pretty good story.
Yeah. Well, I'm maybe less wild about it now that certain
Oh,
developments
you've
have
gone and done some
happened.
things.
But it's. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm gonna say it's hilarious.
I will say I'm way into how my personal story has been unfolding so far.
Oh yeah, no,
Everyone I've met, I've killed.
I can't wait to see how you handle what I ran into. Let's say.
I just want to say I really hope there is a way that the reunion with Mom can go in which I also have her dead.
Well,
I have a feeling it's not going to be the case because the main character is pretty insistent on whatever. Mom was fine, despite the fact that she was terrible.
Mom is fine.
She was terrible.
I like you. I like Mom.
She didn't try at all to save your life.
Did she
She
try?
was as responsible as your dad.
Okay.
All she did was go yell, "Don't listen," in a terrible voice like 50 times. She never provided an actual argument as to, like, hey, this is dumb.
Don't drop our children off a cliff, you moron.
Yeah, she just kept yelling, "Hey, don't listen." And it's like, well, there's a whole Spartan army right here, lady. Like, give a plan or shut up. And she did neither, which means she's dead. If I can throw her off a cliff, I will. Except, unlike dear old dad, I will make sure the job is done. The one thing I'm sad about is that I did, whenever I murdered my father and new stepbrother, I did forget to throw the dad's body off the cliff for full poetic accuracy. But also, I think it may have worked out better that way. Like, I was so excited to go get the loot off of stepbrother's body that I forgot to throw him off the cliff. But I think it actually works out better because then it's like, hey, you've got the dad up at the top of the cliff and the kid at the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah, hey.
It still works out.
Yeah.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
Also, Arno keeping up the grand assassin tradition of not killing that guy.
Why does that lady have such a terrible face? There's something wrong with her eyes.
Don't worry about it.
I'm kind of worried about it.
There's some really
Why
good
does Arno
lighting
not
in this
wanna kill
game.
that- Huh?
There's like really good lighting in this game when it
Well,
works.
Yeah, there is. Why does Arno not want to kill the guy?
Well, because he was busy trying to make sure that his lady friend didn't get killed instead of killing that guy. Do I have enough to get some skills? I don't need anything. Well, do I need anything here? That would be nice. I need one more skill point. Got everything I want there. Got everything I want there. And I need way more skill points. So I need like one more to get ground execution, which is actually super useful. Which will happen after this next mission. Probably. If I can... Oh, Jesus. If I can just teleport to a bench. Oops, you're not criminals. You're cops. I did not kill the criminals. I killed the cops. I'm very good at my job.
Nice.
Or maybe the cops are the criminals.
I mean, in most cases, I feel like that's probably a safe bet.
The most annoying fleshy ones of all.
You have a really weird Machine Man voice.
I know.
Thank God that guy stopped running so you could trip him.
Yeah. Canned
Also,
animations.
I'm really glad no one has asked me to chase down a pickpocket in Odyssey yet.
I don't think that happened. Well, because there's not like a tackle. So
That, and also if they asked me to do that, I would just pull out the bow and arrow and use that thing where I can control the arrow mid-flight. Because, man, that ability is fun.
I still haven't gotten that. But
Real
also,
good.
like, I've been using bows and arrows like less and less as time wears on.
I've actually been using them slightly more for, like, crowd control stuff. Like, I got
Yeah.
the Rain of Arrows thing, which is really good for just hitting a bunch of dudes and being like, hey, fuck off, also take damage.
I did get a bow that just always has poison arrows, so that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. I still find it really upsetting that you have no resistance to poison and fire, while the enemies have to fill up a meter before they can take damage from it.
There's like a thing you can engrave that's elemental resistance.
Yeah, but still. Like, naturally, you have no resistance to it. And
Yeah.
everything, by default, has a resistance to it.
This is true.
I don't like it when the rules are not the same between you and the enemies.
Oop. Criminal.
I'll say I'm in a constant state in that game of not doing as much damage as I would like, especially assassination-wise. Like,
That-
I cannot remember the last time I assassinated someone and they killed them outright.
I've actually, so like with the way that I've upgraded, because I've hit almost max level spear,
Mm-hmm.
and I have max level critical assassinate. I have one-shot cultists and mercenaries higher level.
Well,
than
I'm not
me.
counting the critical assassinate ability.
Well, yeah.
'Cause that's like a special. It uses an adrenaline thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, just like your standard ass assassinate. Like
Yeah.
it's sometimes it will kill archers. If it's not an archer, it will probably not kill someone. Is my experience with it.
The other thing is that the way I armor prioritize is I will keep armor that is worse if it has more assassin damage boost. So I'm doing like 40k on a raw assassinate.
That makes sense. Mostly, I will just keep armor if it is worse and also looks cool.
I mean, like I'll keep armor around if it is quest related and probably unique.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
You still have Dad's helmet rattling around somewhere.
I do still have Dad's helmet rattling and Dad's sword.
I've still got that, but only because you cannot dismantle or sell it.
Yeah. Surprise.
Man, I'm so glad that they actually let you murder him. Because I don't know if you've seen what happens when you pick that option.
I assume you just murder him.
No, they do a fake out where like your character grabs him and does like the whole like, all right, I'm gonna throw you off this fucking cliff for revenge thing, and they stare him down for a little while and they like set him back on the ground and they're like, nah, I can't do it. Like I just don't have it in me to murder my father in cold blood. And then he like kind of brushes himself off and he's like, you know, I just want you to know, I did love you and your brother. And the character just immediately pulls the spear and shanks him right in the chest.
Amazing.
He's like, alright, no, fuck off. Like, as soon as you try to walk this back, I'm going to murder you. I was really upset when I thought they were not going to let me do it. And then the main character does it super hard, and I was way into it.
Criminals.
I was like, I want to be able to play this game out full-on Greek tragedy style of, I am going all out for revenge, and I don't really care what goes wrong in the process.
Well, luckily for you, I'm sure that they will let you do that.
And I'm glad about that.
Help! They're shooting at me.
Right now, I've just kind of been going from island to island whenever I get a side quest that's like, hey, here's a quest, also there's a cultist, or something. Just trying to keep up with all that stuff and knock the things out as I get them.
Yeah.
I have not cleared a line of cultists yet, but there are several of them that are down to just 1 or 2 people.
I am done with one and down to one on another. And then other ones are in varying states of doneness.
I've got to go find more clues, reveal more identities, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Once I've got, found them, they are fairly easy to deal with.
Yes.
None of them have been a particularly difficult fight or anything. I've also gotten slightly better at the combat.
I like that you get assassin time if you dodge good.
Yeah, it's nice.
More games
Side note,
should have...
assassin time is a really good time to whip out your bow and just line up a headshot on a guy in slow-mo.
I do have a hunter skill that lets me, that does the slowdown time if you draw your bow in midair, which was one of the... Like, that was just a skill in Origins. It was, like, fairly high up on the tree, I believe, but I could be wrong. Whoops. I killed that guy, and people are upset at me. That was apparently a criminal that was loved by the community.
He was a scumbag, but everybody kind of liked him.
Old Bernie Madoff over there.
Don't think beloved is the word I would use for him.
At the time.
Really?
Before everyone knew that he was,
Scamming
scamming people.
A guy named Madoff was scamming people out of their money.
One might say that he made off with all the money.
That was the joke, yes.
There is a Jimmy Buffett song that has that as a lyric.
Of course.
There's one of those collectibles. I don't know what they do.
For any given situation, there is a Jimmy Buffett song.
This is true. That guy. That guy came out of the ground.
Get ready for the 30-minute long ballad he does over the credits of Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Oh, yeah.
in which Jimmy Buffett recounts all Greek myths.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it actually does sound like it'd make the credits way better. I would pay attention to them if that happened.
I want to point out that was just $300 behind a level 3 locked door.
Well, they really, really wanted to keep that hidden away. It was their savings or something.
Well, they're mine now.
Unfortunate. To be fair, that was a rich person's house, clearly.
Yeah,
And they're all dead now, so...
that's true.
Is it really stealing when the person's dead? It's like tomb robbing, if anything. I don't know, I feel like whenever the city is in a complete state of lawless anarchy and you're just butchering everyone in the streets for having stuff, I feel like at that point robbery is just legal. I mean, as legal as anything gets in a state of anarchy. Which is very. Also, side note, I did look up a lot of stuff about Napoleon ages ago, and it is really funny because school here in Texas did not really teach us much about world events.
Makes sense.
There was a hell of a lot of U.S. history, a hell of a lot of Texas history, not much actual world history.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to, when you get older, go other places and figure out what
What
is world
happened?
history? What happened? So I was reading up about Napoleon, and it's actually really funny. Like, after he took power, the sheer panic that set in across the rest of Europe at the idea of this, like, oh, they killed the royalty and the nobility, and then this random military general took power. We cannot let him actually succeed and France be a successful thing now.
I knew this would happen.
Because if they succeed, people might get the idea of killing off the royalty in all of our other countries.
Oops.
And Europe was losing their shit at the idea of that happening.
For redemption.
Call it what you will. You've defied the order.
Now all these assassins are upset at me.
Pursued
Go figure.
targets without sanction and flouted our creed at every step.
Master Trenet,
In light of these actions, I find I have no choice.
Oh no, I'm being expelled from the assassins.
What does that
Master
even
Betty.
mean? Like, are they gonna shoot you?
agreed.
No?
Master Kamar,
Agreed.
Arno Dorian, you are attainted.
My rank and title are stripped from me, and I am hereby exiled from the Brotherhood of Paris.
You cannot be
Okay,
serious.
what does that
Listen,
actually
I know
mean,
what
though?
Germain is
You
doing.
can
I
still
can
just run
stop
around and do
him.
your
The
assassin
decision
shit.
of this
Yes.
council is final.
It doesn't stop you from doing literally anything. It just means you can't come back here and hang out with these losers. And these guys are losers, so, that's really more of a bonus.
Yeah, but those guys look cool. They got sick, like, face masks and loose bow ties.
Those guys look cool in the way that every kind of, like, generic, nondescript person looks. Also, man, those are terrible outfits, though.
What?
The color scheme, I mean.
White and black. It's classy.
Yeah, but not like that. They just, like, it doesn't really flow. It's just alternating white and black. There's no style to it.
Also, here's the part where we sympathize with our heroic character as soon as this loading screen finishes, because this is taking a really long time.
Maybe the game crashed.
No, because it's still moving.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
say so. I'll take your word for it.
Our hero went back to Mr. de la Serre's house and drank all the liquor.
Good for him.
Oh no, there's no more. Arno is sad and appears to be sitting in a pile of his own urine.
No. No. Where is it?
But he realizes that being expelled from the Assassin Brotherhood doesn't mean he actually, like, lost his abilities, right?
Last night.
They didn't strip him of his ability to parkour.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they didn't. Oh, this guy is the worst.
He's really bad.
Get the hell out of here! But ouch! You've caused enough trouble for one night.
Fine.
Like, his thing was, alright, I can save France from this evil plan. But because my bosses got mad at me, I'm gonna go get drunk and just let France fall into chaos?
Yep.
How was the plan not, alright, fine, I guess I'm on my own, I'll do it anyways? You know, the hero thing?
It's almost like Arno is not a very good hero.
It's the end of the game, you're supposed to be saving France, and you got a mission to go steal wine so you can get drunk.
Yes.
This game is terrible, TFP.
Yes.
Like, it would be possible to make this guy a not terrible character. It's just at no point have they tried.
Yes. All of these things you're saying are true.
Like, it is possible to make a character who has personal flaws you can still root for.
Like they did in, oh, I don't know, Black Flag 2, Brotherhood,
Liberation,
Revelations.
Freedom's Cry.
Please stop hitting me.
The joke is that they did it in every Assassin's Creed game because all of them have the flaw of being assassins. But you can still root for them. Because while stupid and misguided, they at least think they're doing the right thing.
Oh, don't shoot me. Also, the camera is like going all crazy because Arno will be drunk, and that makes fighting super easy and fun.
Also, I do like that the whole dumb cult thing in Odyssey is still tying in all the dumb Assassin's Creed stuff because those guys are very clearly proto-Templars.
Yes.
I like that. Of like, well, okay, it's set like hundreds of years before the Assassins became a thing, so how do you make this work? And it's like, oh, right, there's the other side. You can just talk about those guys this time. Granted, they are, like, much shittier, less effective Templars. I just get the feeling from this cult at all times that they have no idea what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. And like the degree to which...
They seem like they are just winging it 100%.
Like, all the different sub-factions of the cult are also hilariously weird in the way that they, like, have nothing to do with each other. It's like, who are these guys? Oh, they do boats, I guess.
There's a dude that I killed on an island who's just hiding in a cave cannibalizing people for Ares.
Yeah.
It's like, what? What are you even doing? How does this help the cult at all? The answer is that it does not.
I also really want to point out that, well, I guess it does make sense, but I like that I used the resources in Or I have the resources that I used in the flashback used in the current time. Also, Arno is just yelling about Latouche.
Looks like someone got into a fight.
Oh, Christ. Not you again. Didn't do enough damage last night.
No, I
Also, I almost called him Ezio again, because look at him in this outfit.
Might want to ask one of the foremen.
No, yeah, I get it.
It's like,
Like,
hey,
it's very clearly what they were going for.
what if we did the Ezio again?
But we missed everything that made Ezio likable.
No, see, he likes to party.
Watch it. You don't want to do that, boy.
Also, I saw someone posting a picture earlier today of, like, a thing from the original Assassin's Creed where they were talking about, yeah, originally we thought about having a crossbow, we took it out of the game for more historical accuracy. And then cut to modern Assassin's Creed, where you're holding a flaming sword, riding a, like, skeletal horse. Series move in weird directions over time.
The part where the different person, where at one point this was the purview of one dude, and then it became
Yeah.
the purview of many dudes.
I know, it's just fun to think about how different things have gotten with the series over time.
Oh yeah,
In a similar way to, say, like, Saints Row.
yeah.
Where it's like, post a picture of the first game and then post a picture of 4. And tell me those are the same series.
I mean, the HUD is somewhat similar.
Similar. Yeah, the HUD is definitely way more similar than I thought it would be from that bit I saw of you playing the first one. Who's this guy? Top hat.
Some Templar guy, I guess.
Where's your boss? Oh, shit.
This whole thing is so dumb,
Get
TFB.
back here.
It's very.
What is even the point of this?
Arno is sad. Make me mad.
About what?
He got fired.
That doesn't make him stop being an assassin.
No, it does though, because he got fired.
And so he can just go do whatever.
You're
Like,
right.
when Ezio became an assassin, there weren't even any assassins left, and he didn't let that stop him.
That
Fucking
is-
everybody died.
That is untrue. There were many assassins when Ezio became
Everybody
an assassin.
was dead. He was the
Machiavelli.
last assassin.
Machiavelli was an
The
assassin.
last. He didn't have a hood.
Leonardo da Vinci.
That guy wasn't wearing a hood.
The courtesan lady who teaches you how to pickpocket, whose name I don't
She didn't have a
remember.
hood. That man has a terrible mustache.
He really does.
None of those people were wearing hoods or had hidden blades,
Machiavelli totally has a hidden blade,
but not a hood.
not a hood. But he's got a hidden blade.
Eh.
Also, you brought your sister into the
Yeah, later,
Assassins.
after he became an assassin. Like, the only assassin left when Connor signed up was that crotchety old crippled guy.
This is true. I believe the name you're looking for is Achilles.
Is that it? Oh, right,
Yes.
because he's got a bad leg. Duh. Jokes. Also, I really hope you run into anything relating to actual Achilles at some point during Odyssey.
That'd be fun.
Although there's no database entries, so they can't make a funny joke about it.
That's true.
Did they ever make a funny joke about Achilles having a bad leg back in the old database entries?
I don't think so.
That's a missed opportunity.
I don't remember the database entry in Rogue, because I don't remember the
Also,
database
missed
in Rogue very
opportunity
much.
for Hatham not to have shot him in the heel just to make a bad joke out of it.
That does seem like the type of thing Hatham would do.
It's
Will
because
you
Hatham had style.
tip me?
Why are these men so resilient to being stabbed? They're just wearing clothes.
Arno's drunk.
He's been drunk for like days.
Yeah, and
At some point, shouldn't he stop?
one would think.
Like, if he knew the evil plan and knew how to stop it, why didn't he just go do that? Why mope?
I'm sure someone out there has a very good reason. I'm not that person, because I don't know.
Like, the game looks good, but the part where you're swinging at guys and half the time Arno is just, like, hitting the air.
Yeah.
Like, everything looks good on its own. It's the interactions are all terrible.
Accurate.
Well, what can I say?
Oh, drunk eagle vision hurts.
Sorry, now I'm just imagining Icaros getting drunk. I don't know if birds can get wasted.
Probably. I don't see why not. How do I get in? Is there stairs up here, maybe? Oh, or I can do this. That guy was looking in the wrong direction. That is hilarious.
I call the silverware.
Oops.
You right in.
I like all of these people just trying to loot the rich people's house.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, whatever, let's go in and take stuff.
What else are you gonna do in a time of anarchy?
What else are you gonna do when Bane puts Gotham on lockdown and institutes class warfare?
I haven't seen that movie.
It's pretty shit.
I've heard that.
Spoilers, the plot is basically this. Bane puts Gotham City under a lockdown and blows up all the bridges, and then he's like, yo, kill the rich. We're gonna set up a big court out in the open, and we're just gonna try rich people for being rich. Class warfare all the way. Redistribute the wealth. And then Batman comes back and murders him.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Because he's a rich guy. And he's like, no, don't redistribute my wealth.
He doesn't want it to happen.
My dad worked hard for that
He
wealth.
leaves all of his wealth in his crazy bat cave to Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And it's revealed at the end of the movie that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was named Robin all along.
But I really want to point out,
Yes, Father.
I don't think Robin's real name was Robin.
Shh.
That guy leaned and I missed. What a dick.
I did one of those dumb arrow control things in Odyssey earlier, and steered it directly through an entire boar, and the boar took no damage and then rammed me.
Nice. Well, that didn't,
I felt cheated. Question.
Oh, this guy... Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an advanced soldier now.
Oh, good. What does that do for you?
I don't think... I think the answer is nothing.
Oh, it's just a title?
Yeah.
You don't get, like, a class upgrade for it? Like
Nope.
A job change?
Nope. Oops.
So, since you have a gun, what
Yeah.
is the Phantom Blade good for?
Phantom Blade doesn't make noise.
Okay. Could they not have just given you sick-ass throwing knives, or darts, or anything?
No.
Is it because these guys are French and they think they're better than that?
Yes.
Makes sense.
killed the gang leader.
Good job. Why are you killing gang leaders?
Because he stole my dad's watch.
God, that watch is still a thing?
Yes.
Is the watch going to turn out to be a piece of Eden?
No. It is, if I recall correctly, it is slightly dumber than that.
No.
Stop throwing grenades at me. Stop it.
There's a really shitty blinding effect on that grenade.
It is, because you can still very clearly see everything. Like, it's just bright. But there is still contrast, which is weird. Oh, hey, that guy didn't have my watch after all.
Aw, damn.
Or my dad's watch, rather.
Why is he trying to get the watch? Aside
Because
from
it's
sentimental reasons?
because it's sentimental reasons.
Damn it. Is the watch going to help you save France?
Yeah.
Does he know the watch is going to help him save France?
No.
Okay.
Now he's remembering when that one guy died. When his lady friend's dad died. And now he's sad.
Oh no.
Oh, and then my lady friend had the watch the entire time.
So that whole misadventure was pointless?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
After you've been punished.
You made it fairly clear you no longer report to my services.
Don't dare talk to me like that.
You expect me to stay, Elise? Forgive me for letting you die. I'm sorry that I care more about you than about killing Germain.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
What I wanted was you.
Now we're having a lovely heart-to-heart moment of drunk schlubby Arno here talking to weird face McGee.
Prevent it from happening again. You must come here with something in mind. What is it?
Brett is taking it apart. Jama has the revolution to new heights of gravity.
New heights of depravity.
You expect me to do about it?
The answer I love. Now to ask that question.
I just want to point out they used the wrong variant of bear in the subtitles earlier. I googled that to make sure.
I'm going back.
I thought it seemed weird, but I wasn't going to call attention to it in case I was wrong. But, you know, good to
I
know.
decided to check it to be fake, because yeah, that looked wrong. I was 90% sure that was wrong.
Goes to our reputation.
Maybe you can use it both ways if you're French, because the French are wrong about everything.
Well, I think maybe, like, used as, like, baring my teeth. Like, but that still
No,
would
he
be
said
weird.
he couldn't bear the guilt.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be B-E-A-R, not B-A-R-E.
Yeah. They're like the animal. The adorable, adorable animal.
The giant, murderous animal.
And adorable.
Fine. They are pretty adorable. I will grant you
They're
this.
so cute.
There's a location that I found called Salty Bear in the Odyssey. There's a giant bear in there. That was not adorable. I did have to kill it, but
Aw. Well, whenever I get enough skill points again and don't have other stuff to buy, I'm totally gonna get an ability that lets me tame a bear. But then I'll just be sad every time someone kills the bear.
well, then you kill them and then you get a new bear.
That's true.
Check out my dumb eagle belt. And my freshly shaven face.
what you've gotten us into now.
Hey, it's those guys from the beginning of the game. They're gonna get guillotined. Oh no.
What a shame for them.
Parasites, bleeding the revolution dry.
Also,
The French, they got it coming.
Winston Payne over here just yelling at the crowd. Oh, I gotta go kill Winston Payne, apparently.
Rude.
You've been a bad attorney for the last time, Payne. I have already triggered a thing. I'm very good at the stealth. But that's okay, I'm just gonna run at him and see what happens.
But why?
Did it work?
Yes.
Great.
Sir, I triple-checked those figures. They're not in error. 10,000
Are you gonna mind read
beavers
Winston
simply
Payne
vanished
now?
from His
Yes.
Majesty's treasury.
I'm sorry.
A bunch of money disappeared, and he's very upset about it.
Monsieur Latouche, they tell me
And he
you're
had to
a
go talk to
gentleman.
the King of Beggars, which again, I feel like
I have need of someone like
could have known about this when we killed that guy, but then we didn't.
Plain and simple.
But you didn't get that convenient memory flashback.
Greedy
Yeah.
bastards skimming for themselves instead of doing their jobs. If you knew half the shit our bosses rats here.
Alternately, this guy just looks like he fell out of limbo of the Lost.
Very well. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
What would you have me do, Grand Master?
I'm placing your services at the disposal of our agent on the convention.
The Beltier?
Peltier has his uses, but he's not our only friend in government. Monsieur Latouche, I present to you Monsieur Maximilien de Robespierre.
Hey, what's up, Robespierre?
Versailles is overrun with parasites.
I'm probably mispronouncing that dude's name, but who cares?
It's fine.
Also, gotta go by. I seem to recall doing that the first time I played this game and laughing that it worked then. Please go. Thank you.
While looking for adorable pictures of bears, I just found this article that says family realizes pet dog might be bear.
Hey, you know, it's a real issue.
It is.
2 seconds.
We're close, Initiate.
Bears are essentially just giant adorable puppies.
Within the next few months, but we don't know where or how it ended. We're counting on you to find out.
Got it. The portal's open.
Also, hey, we gotta go through another portal to a different time period.
Oh, good. Is it going to be World War II again?
No.
Let's not dwell on that, shall we?
I don't think so. I don't remember this last one. I just remember the other one. Or the first two, rather.
Are you still playing as Arno in these sections?
Technically, but you're playing as, like, Arno the video game character, not Arno the historical man.
I mean, like, yeah, like you don't do the Syndicate thing of switching to a different person.
Right.
Because in Syndicate, it's like, yo, you switch to a Descendant who was alive at that time period.
Yes.
Here it is just Arno in the future.
Yes. Which
Arno Dorian in
is
the year
stupid.
2525.
Also, I don't know. Well, you probably can't hear, but the controller rumbles like a mad
I
thing.
can hear the controller rumbling.
Yeah. Whee!
Oh, other historical fun fact relating to World War II. apparently during the Blitz on London, all the bombings and stuff like that, there was actually a second Jack the Ripper style serial killer ravaging the city at the time during the blackouts.
Nice.
But they purposely never talked about it in any of the news reports because they did not want to scare people any more than the war was already scaring them. So they just literally shut down all reports of the serial killer and did not talk about it.
Oh, we're back in 1394, which is when the beginning of the game happens.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
Arno going to meet himself as a child?
No.
And then punch himself for being a terrible goblin?
No, because that would make Arno 400 years old, and that'd be crazy.
Oh, right. The other start of the game. I thought you meant start of the game like Kid Arno at theater.
No. What was I buying? I was buying ground takedown, I think. Yes. Ground execution. Oh. This way. Gotta check out all the bayoneted ghost people writhing in pain.
It just kind of looks like you're in New Londo.
A little bit. And the frame rates...
I totally forgot about the giant flashback at the start where the dude had the lightning sword.
Oh, yeah, no. And the frame rate's just about the same, too. Ba-dum-bum.
Good.
Dark Souls jokes. Who likes making jokes about Dark Souls? I like making jokes about Dark Souls. Don't slow down, you idiot.
Look at this picture, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that's adorable. That bear is so tired, and that mom's like, I got you.
Bears are so cute.
Whoa.
Follow my voice. Get to the exit quickly.
I like that lady's like, follow my voice, and there's just a giant glowing, like, heaven portal over here. It's like, oh, really?
No, I think I got it.
Where am I supposed to go? Oh. that
You know what-
way.
You know what did this kind of escape sequence way better?
What?
Evil
I mean,
Within 2.
many things did that kind of escape sequence better. But you're right, Evil Within 2's escape sequence was amazing. Man, you know what's a really good game?
Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2. You know what I wish I was playing instead of this?
Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2. You know what may be the game in between this and Syndicate?
Evil Within 2.
It may be Evil Within 2.
It'd be a good game for October.
It would.
I was thinking I should definitely try to finish Vampire this month.
Oh yeah, I need to do that too. Or I should probably try to do that as well. But I also kind of want to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Jesus Christ, that game does not seem to be ending.
Oh, but you thought you were right there, remember? Said you totally had it.
I never said I totally had it. I said, oh man, this reveal is stupid. I'm probably...
before, when I made the joke about you might not finish Odyssey by the time it was time to play Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, no, it's wrapping up.
Entirely true. I have a name.
Look at this.
Robespierre.
Oh, that bear's adorable. That bear's like, oh, don't look at my private parts. To be fair, I think I will finish Odyssey before whatever I play in between this and Syndicate, whatever I play in between Syndicate and Origins.
And then also the next in-between game.
Yes. No, I was thinking about going straight from Syndicate to, or from Origins to Odyssey. Just two crazy long RPGs back to back.
Oh yeah.
Oops. Let's see. Maybe if I buy weapons, I will up my... No, can't afford any weapons. That's good. That's good. It's really just my jacket kind of sucks. Yeah, let's get this Prowler coat. This weird, like, triple-breasted coat.
Just all the buttons.
Dude, look at all these buttons. There are 15 buttons.
I also appreciate the description.
This
The
coat's
coat's so drab, no one will remember its wearer. We can only hope. Someday we may be fortunate enough
Oh,
to
whoops.
forget Arno Dorian.
Oops, I accidentally showed the microtransaction screen. Best value.
A lot of people have been complaining about the leveling stuff in Odyssey.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I
I'm
don't...
talking about like, oh, they have it balanced so that you have to pay microtransactions to get it going at a decent pace. It's like, I feel like I have leveled up once or twice at least every time I have played that game.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm at the point where I'm getting it...
level of probably 50, that seems totally reasonable.
I'm getting down to the point where I'm like, I'm leveling up maybe once and a half, but also I'm like level 34.
Yeah, like I'm level 21 right now, I think. So it's like just exploring and like there is so much of the map I have not even looked at, much less side quests I've done and whatnot, and I am already close to halfway to max levels. So I don't know. I don't feel like the experience thing is a problem at all. I at least have not had problems with it.
Whatever, we'll buy this. Maybe that will make it stop yelling at me. It will not. But also I need to buy, like, items. Anyway. Oh, I can't buy items because I bought armor trying to futilely raise my whatever. But whatever, there's chests, like, right here.
Look at that bear.
The bear says, hey. The bear says, I'm just chilling on this rock.
Yeah, hanging out in the zoo.
What are you going to do about it?
They're seriously like one of the cutest animals on the planet. It's crazy. I don't know what the deal is. Like, they're cuter animals, you know, logistically. But look at them. Look at those fucking things. There's something about them. Gets me on like a psychological level or something. So. The problem is the overwhelming urge I get when I see a bear is that I really want to give one a hug.
And it will eat
Like,
your face.
It looks like they probably give, like, the best hugs. Look at those things. Imagine the hug you would get from a bear. It'd be great.
It would be the last thing I ever imagined.
Then it would be great.
They probably smell really funky,
they're
though.
called bear hugs.
They probably smell really weird, though.
Well, in a zoo, I imagine they get baths.
You still wearing your stupid masquerade mask? Yup.
He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being, a paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizen's duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
We'll never get close to him in the middle of all this. We'd best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time, I
He was supposed to be Rome, and what would that be?
think like a Templar.
Think like a Templar, so, you know...
Make up a convoluted plan.
Yep. I don't know if that's gonna load the thumbnail.
It probably will not.
That's a real bummer. I'm stealing your weird coat of arms. Haha.
What now?
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purges, the Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit
The Purges.
finished.
Massive public spectacle.
That terrible movie series.
Exactly.
Bum,
Yeah.
bum.
It's a dangerous
That
meeting,
one.
and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
They made a TV show out of that for some
I have an
reason.
They
idea where
did?
to start.
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard about that.
It was airing on the USA Network of all things.
Of course it is.
Because when I think about the USA Network, I think about The Purge.
I mean,
That's quite a name. Maximilien Francois Isidore de Robespierre. That is a lot of dudes. Up. Nope. Oop. Pardon me? Oh, I'll become anonymous. I feel like I've maybe mucked this up and will probably die. Because, yo, there are a lot of dudes. Oh, I'm dead. Turns out, that was not the answer. And I click on your link. Oh, that bear's so happy.
He is.
He's also wet and probably smells funky.
Well, you know. But look at him run. He's like a giant puppy.
Yeah. It's a high difficulty mission. I get it.
Do you though?
Yeah, but you know what else? I don't care.
You're clearly not treating this mission with the gravity it deserves.
Not treating Assassin's Creed Unity with the gravity it deserves.
I like this part where I said I was going to stop playing Odyssey so I could pay attention to Unity, and instead I've just spent the last hour looking at pictures of bears while you play the game.
You know, that's better than...
That's probably true, but still.
Publiciste de la Révolution française. The day after. Maybe something a bit stronger.
Monsieur, as you have been the savior of the Republic, I beg...
That was voice acted, but who cares?
Not quite what I'm looking for. A letter.
Monsieur Robespierre, take care that you...
Remake the world in Demolé's image.
Who was this Malay guy everyone's so bummed about?
He was the one guy at the beginning of the game who got murdered by the lightning sword.
Oh, okay.
This call shall invite every citizen, men and women alike, to a meeting.
That's no help at all.
There's literally like one thing I haven't investigated, so it will probably be this thing.
Deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, you should do nicely.
Hey, guess what? It was the one thing that I did click on before then. Shit. Nope. Oh dear. That's right, you don't see me. I've vanished. Oh yeah, speaking of not being seen, there was a weird wrestling game they played on the N-Gage stream, and that was bizarre.
Oh, I just watched them play the bad WWE wrestling game on the Quick Look.
Oh, there's the quick look of that?
Of the 2K19, yes.
Oh. Fun.
Mm-hmm. Goes about as well as you'd expect it to.
Those games are bad, turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Weird how that works.
There's a lot of good creative characters thrown in. John Morrison, Automatonga.
Well,
List of names. Here's
You
the
mean
associate
Survivor's own Johnny Mundo?
all written in Robespierre's
Johnny
hand,
Impact.
all
Did you see that clip from the Survivor where he
Where-
lists off all of his names?
Yes, and some of them I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was losing it at the George Bushy of Tushy.
Oh, that was one of the things I was going to ask you, vaguely related to George Bush. You see the trailers for that Vice movie?
Yes.
Which features Sam Rockwell as George Bush.
Yes, and Christian Bale as Dick Cheney, which is
Yeah.
bananas.
I kind of want to see that movie. It looks good.
Yeah. Did you ever see The Big Short?
No.
It was a really good movie. I think it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
Fuck, might be.
The guy froze for a second, and I swung my sword, and it went directly through him. Like, not through him as in it did damage, but through him. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Problems. Oh, we got big problems. Pardon me. Big problem.
Sadly, it appears to not be on Netflix anymore.
Dang. It was really good. I'll become anonymous. I can do that. Gotta go by. I didn't let Elise get detected. Look at me go. I'm super rad. Oh shit, I got detected. Oh, this has gone real bad. Ow. Oh, I'm almost dead. Ow. These gunshots hurt. They're taking like 4 pips off my health. Pardon me. I'm hiding, I'm hiding, I'm hiding. You don't see me. You can't.
There is, however, a Netflix documentary about Bitcoin.
Amazing. Is that if you liked The Big Short, you'd be way into this documentary on Bitcoin?
Yes.
Amazing. But yeah, that also had Christian Bale as like a autistic surgeon slash financial planner.
Mm-hmm.
That was amusing. Just gonna mash B button until those other guards leave me alone. There we go.
How did I get? Causes hallucinations. This will make him look mad. Now we have to make him look dangerous.
The list of names.
It must fall into the right hands, anonymously. If our involvement gets out, it'll tip Germain off.
Leave that part to me.
Her face is just too smooth, which is really weird. I think that's the problem with her face. Like, she looks like a literal porcelain doll. Why? I'm not in a restricted area. Why these people want a piece? Oh, this mission is really long. I don't remember it being this long.
What is the point of this mission exactly?
So... Get out of here. Get out of my face. So...
Planting letters on people.
Yes, I'm planting letters that indicate that the dude who is giving the speech, the Robespierre, is like trying to assassinate all his political enemies. This has gone poorly, by the way. I'm dead.
Great. So we can look forward to doing this again.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, ideally, it'll just leave me at the plant letters section.
Ideally.
Theoretically.
Hopefully. I think is the word you're actually looking for.
Okay, good. I'm at the plant the letters section. Also, by the way, I've installed Dead Kings. Did you know that there's additional content available?
I've heard that.
It really wants you to know that, oh, by the way, Dead Kings. Also, I legitimately do not know why these people want a piece. It is very weird. Also, I had a train of thought, and I've completely lost it.
Do you remember what the train of thought was even about?
No.
Where it got started, anything? It's just gone.
It's just completely gone.
Documentaries?
No.
Things on Netflix?
Nope.
Michael Keaton, who's apparently in a weird amount of Netflix documentaries that were recommended to me based on searching for The Big Short.
Michael Keaton?
Yes.
Like Batman?
Yeah, like Batman. He's in at least two of the ones on the front row, on the first row. One called The Founder, which is apparently about McDonald's. And
I don't think that's a
Spotlight.
documentary.
Well, okay, that one's not a documentary.
Yeah.
It's just recommended to me.
Spotlight is also
For
not a
some reason,
documentary,
it
but
showed up.
Spotlight's
Yeah, well,
also
not
really
documentaries,
good.
like docudramas.
Yeah, Spotlight is a really good movie. It won a
I
golden.
did not know it existed until just now.
It won a some kind of award. I don't remember what kind. It won the Academy
It won
Award.
Academy Awards
Yeah.
for Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay.
Yeah. It's about the Spotlight column in the Washington Post and going after the Catholic Church.
Yep.
It is very good. It's got Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton and...
I'm really glad they did that and solved the Catholic Church.
Oh, yeah. Back in the 90s, they fixed it.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yep. That guard pops into existence.
It is wisdom above all.
There was a really funny bit in the Odyssey earlier where someone did like a running attack at me and I hit them and killed them at the same time they started running. So they just kind of like physicsed up off the ground and ramped off of me and like flew into the distance. I did not at the time think to catch a video.
That's okay. I uploaded a bunch
I'm
of
just
weird...
glad that I caught my video of the moonwalking guard.
Yes. I uploaded a bunch of weird videos of like me going flying when I died and the horse that was just bouncing.
I managed to get a good picture of like a weird mining ore spot that was just hovering in midair in front of a bunch of trees. Just like a big chunk of rock just floating in the air.
I got a good picture of a tree that was just floating in the air.
I saw that. Also, the weird, horrible T-pose battleground.
Yes.
So was that, like, when the battle started, everyone was just in the ground?
No, that was when the battle ended, everyone was just in the
Okay.
ground.
Everyone was just planted.
Yep. Also, I really just want to point out a really irritating part about this
God. Sorry, continue.
is that there isn't really a direction on the map for like which way your character is facing, which makes it really difficult to see where the next mission is on this terrible map.
Wait, the map marker for your character doesn't, like, turn?
No,
Oh, that's bad. Why?
because look, it's just this little shield
This map
logo.
is bad enough without that additional wrinkle.
Yeah, no, this map is bad. Make me mad. I don't know if you're aware of this fact. Do you even see the next mission?
No. For the record, I started watching that Pet Simulator trailer, and less than 5 seconds in, I realized that they are using these, the guy who played John Connor in Terminator Genesis is the dad, and I feel like that guy is only ever in a movie when it is being sent out to die.
Oh, there it is. It's hiding.
I don't know that man's name. I just know he looks kind of like a human thumb.
Also, I decided to stop being an idiot and actually use like the map filters, but it's fun to complain about how terrible this map is. Also, I'm going to take a moment because I really just need to know.
Oh.
I just need to know.
What do you need to know? Air facts?
No, there are 2 missions left
Okay, good.
of the base
Just wanted
game.
To make sure
Yes.
that you've not gotten yourself into a mess.
Yes. I think this will actually work out pretty well because I think we'll probably finish this video game, hopefully, and then we'll do a stream of Dead Kings, and hopefully we will just finish Dead Kings, but I don't remember how long that is. How am I doing on... How am I doing on money? The answer to that question is very poorly. Oh, the frame rate. How am I doing on frame rate? Also very poorly. Oops. Oh, hey, there's another chest. Right here, that's probably going to be more convenient for what I want, because it's... Oh no! Who is even... Who? Why?
Spoilers, that Pet Cemetery remake is not great.
What? A horror remake looking bad in 2018? I'm shocked, make me mad.
Oh, hello to Luis in the YouTube chat, who's speaking a language I do not recognize.
Hello!
Bonjour.
Welcome to France. I'm
Welcome
very...
to the end of this game.
Getting...
Assassin's Creed Unity is being played. It's being played poorly, and it's being played unhappily.
Both of those things are true.
Because someone decided they needed to play through the entire Assassin's Creed series, and here we are. The entire series, mind you, minus the side games.
Yeah.
Because apparently side-scrollers do not count.
They don't. When have side-scrollers ever counted for anything?
Castlevania. Metroid. Super Mario. Normal-ass Mario. Donkey Kong. Mega Man. Mega Man X.
Okay, Mega Man X does not count for anything.
What? Kirby? Bomberman? Wait, no.
Bomberman's not a side scroller.
That's why I said no. Brazilian, for the record, please.
Ah. I believe the language is Portuguese.
That would make sense.
It's the language that that 1 year all the shitstorm games were in, and they talked about new Jogo.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Also, another one of those probably came out tonight.
Hmm.
I forgot what time it was for one of there.
Really like that Paratopica one. I have not been wild about any of the other ones.
Yeah, it hasn't been fantastic. Which is unfortunate.
To be fair, there are only so many horror games.
It's true. Only you did a horror game marathon.
Yeah, I did. I played Revelations.
Does that count?
Yep. I'm playing Unity, the truly the scariest of all Assassin's Creed games.
It is really, because you never know when someone's face is going to explode open like The Thing. I keep forgetting. Have you ever seen The Thing?
No.
God damn it, why not?
I don't know.
That movie is amazing.
Just haven't gotten around to it.
Have you seen Kurt Russell's beard?
I've seen Kurt Russell's beard now.
Hold on.
Did you see that he's playing like Santa Claus in a movie?
I did not, but that makes sense.
Like he has had that beard through like The Hateful Eight to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and now he's just Santa Claus, and it's like, yep, okay. This all checks out, Kurt Russell.
Look at Kurt Russell, motherfucker. Look at this man.
That is a cool looking dude.
He's magnificent.
Someday I wish I can be as cool as Kurt Russell.
Everyone does.
Few will
It's
ever
never gonna
get there.
happen.
Yeah.
It is never going to happen.
I'm gonna be super honest. The only John Carpenter movies I've seen are Big Trouble in Little China and Escape from New York.
Really?
Yep.
That's a big gap in your movie watching history.
I haven't actually seen a lot of movies, is the other secret.
Have you ever seen Pet Sematary?
No.
Don't. That movie's fucking terrifying.
My sister has, and she was very upset about it.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that. That movie's fucking scary. Like, for being an old, kind of bad Stephen King movie, Jesus Christ, that movie's terrifying.
My sister is also just not wild about horror movies in general, so...
That makes sense. Funny thing is, the scariest thing in that movie isn't even, like, one of the horrible monsters, it's just... There's, like, this really horrifying scene of, like, the main character's wife recounting, like, going into her sister... I think it was her sister or aunt or something, who had, like, a horrible, deformative illness, like a scoliosis type thing, and just recounting the horrible nightmarish thing of trying to take care of her while she was essentially going insane and horribly deformed. There's like a really long, drawn-out, incredibly tense scene that is really, really, really unsettling. And then also there's all the random horror shit added on top of that. But it's hard to take the murderous cat seriously after that. Though to be fair, it is still a murderous cat. And that sucks. It's no Reanimator cat, though.
I've also not seen Reanimator.
Have you seen the review of Reanimator?
I did see the review of Reanimator.
Do you remember the cat?
I do remember the cat.
Fantastic. Did you see Giant Bomb watches Reanimator way back in the day?
I did
When
not.
the screening room still existed?
Nope.
And they had Ryan Davis watching Reanimator?
That sounds amazing, and I'm
It
very
was
sad I missed it.
Amazing. Well, the screening room was great because it was Ryan Davis watching a bunch of bullshit. Like, he had never seen Commando.
I do remember seeing that.
And they had Ryan Davis's on-screen reaction to Commando, and him very nearly dying when Arnold Schwarzenegger made the joke about his friend being dead tired on the
We may
plane.
have gone too far and credit him for this gear.
Because he knew it was going to be on the nose, but he did not understand how on the nose it was going to be.
Oops.
I miss the screening room.
Oops, they arrested Robespierre.
Oh no, or yes?
Bad because we need him to tell us where Black Bart is. Oops, sorry. I keep bumping into my lady. Whoa! Keep bumping into my lady friend, and then she like flips out.
I like this part in the Wikipedia article, by the way, where it mentions Robespierre was an ardent opponent of the death penalty.
Oh, how about that?
He is perhaps best known for his role in the French Revolution's Reign of Terror.
Elise,
Well, that guy looks unhappy.
We were ambushed. Troops from the Paris Commune attacked us en route. They were trying to free the prisoners.
did they take Robespierre?
I'm not sure. The fighting left me behind. They fell back that way.
Robespierre was known as the Incorruptible.
Merci. Go find yourself a doctor.
If he's still in custody, they'll have taken him to Luxembourg prison.
I feel like you have mentioned multiple times he's probably in Luxembourg prison, so he's probably not in Luxembourg prison.
I'll check the prison. You follow the riot, see if you can pick up a trail.
Right.
Ugh, shut up about my sync points. I don't have anything I want for my sync points. Leave me alone. Whoa! That prop suddenly disappeared. Pardon me. Pardon me. Oh, hey. Are you Robespierre?
Where did they go?
It's everyone's favorite part of, oh... like Mother 3, I think is the game that I'm thinking of, with like the little mice that just rotate and be like, go this way, idiot.
Are you saying you would like some rotating mice to tell you where to go?
I'm saying that I basically had rotating mice tell me where to go, except instead of mice, they were like dying French guardsmen.
Similar enough.
Oops.
Also, man, I really like the stream of bullshit Robespierre apparently pulled out to justify executing Louis XVI.
Oh?
Which is apparently during the trial, his opening statement for the trial was, we can't have a trial for him because, like, essentially, if you have him on trial, then there's a presumption that he may or may not be innocent of the crimes of which he was accused. And if there's a chance he's innocent, that means the entire rebellion was therefore unlawful. And since the rebellion happened, and we're clearly not bad guys, that means he's already been judged, so this whole trial's already over. And everybody went, yeah, that sounds right.
That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
But if you have a trial, then you're presuming he may be innocent, and in that case, well, I mean, you're all basically villains for putting him on trial in the first place. So he's gotta be guilty. Or else he wouldn't be on trial in the first place. But also, there's no trial.
That's not how this works.
Apparently it is, though. Because it totally worked.
What?
The commune stands with you.
That cutscene started very glitchily.
Let's get inside, sir. I can convention soldiers will be here soon.
Yes, of course.
I'm just gonna read this part out here.
You should look at the glitchy cutscene opening here.
Alright,
real
fine.
quick.
I'll look at that real quick. Are these people's faces the glitches? 'Cause they look pretty bad.
Well, no, it was like a bunch of props just popped in and out of existence and animation like snapping to and from.
I think I may have missed that part because when I clicked over they were already talking.
That's fine. Read your dumb
I'm gonna read
nonsense.
this bit, hold on. Let's see, the victory of the people established that Louis alone was a rebel. Louis cannot therefore be judged. He already is judged. He is condemned, or the Republic cannot be absolved. To propose to have a trial of Louis XVI, in whatever manner one may, is to retrogress to royal despotism and constitutionality. It is a counter-revolutionary idea because it places the revolution itself in litigation. In effect, if Louis may still be given a trial, he may be absolved and innocent. What am I to say? He is presumed to be so until he is judged. But if Louis is absolved, if he may be presumed innocent, what becomes of the revolution? If Louis is innocent, all the defenders of liberty become slanderers. Our enemies have been friends of the people and of truth, and defenders of innocence oppressed. All the declarations of foreign courts are nothing more than legitimate claims against an illegal faction. Da-da-da. Let's see here.
What's up, dog? There's probably a window around here somewhere, right? That I can, like, hop in. One would think. One would hope. Oh, hey, there's a window. Like. What's up, dog? There are a lot of dudes in here.
Also a pretty good long section here on, hey, the death penalty is bad. You guys know I hate the death penalty, but Louis gotta go.
How do you feel about smoke bombs? Smoke bomb. How's it going over there?
I would just like this quote here. I'm just going to give you this out of context because context won't help. Terror is justice, prompt, severe, and inflexible. It is an emanation of virtue.
I don't think that's what terror means.
It is, though, apparently. It is less a distinct principle than a national consequence of the general principle of democracy.
My ears
Like
flipping
the
through my
most
hood.
pressing wants of the country.
I will never talk.
He's basically saying that vigilante justice and murder in the streets is just democracy in action. Robespierre is pretty fucked up, as it turns out.
I should have known. I hope you enjoy revolutionary justice, monsieur.
I hope he enjoys revolutionary justice. As my chair squeaks.
It's squeaking very loud.
Yeah. Anyway.
On the plus side, he apparently did want to abolish slavery, so there's that.
Yeah. And he's opposed to the death penalty, except in, you know, that one case.
Mm-hmm. Cult of the Supreme Being?
Wait, that's a real thing?
Yes!
Okay. I thought...
A nationwide festival of the Supreme Being was held on the 8th of June.
That sounded like the type of thing they would make up for this video game, but that was what that really stupidly long mission was all about.
Oh, okay.
Also, hey, we're going to the last mission of the main game of the Assassin's Creed Unity. So how does that make you feel? I'm taking your silence as a disappointment that there isn't going to be more Unity.
Take it however you want.
Because I know you love this game so much. I mean, you love this series, but of all of them, I think this one's been your favorite. There's not a shop around here somewhere, is there? Oh, the Tropius. That's nice. Ah, that guy... guy popped up like 6 feet in the air because he walked up over the carriage like some kind of big rigs monster. Hey, there's stairs here. That's convenient. Whoop. Game just trying to fall apart a little bit, you know.
Huh. So apparently, during the French Revolution, they made something called the Cult of Reason.
Okay.
Which was essentially a state-sponsored atheist religion, intended as a replacement for Roman Catholicism during the French Revolution.
I guess what, we're starting the last mission.
So basically the idea was, after they had the revolution and killed all the nobility and whatnot, they were like, alright, also let's get rid of the church. And then Robespierre was all like, wait, what if instead of getting rid of the church, we just replaced it with my church and started the cult of the Supreme Being?
Are you ready for this to get real stupid, make me mad?
Get stupid. You're already talking to this horrifying goblin with a sloped-in forehead. Oh my god, she looks like the lady gremlin from Gremlins 2.
What?
Yeah, Gremlins 2. There's a female gremlin.
I've only seen like half of Gremlins. There's a Gremlins 2?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's in it.
What?
How have you not... Man, you have so many holes in your movie watching history.
I've seen like half of Gremlins once.
Yeah, in Gremlins 2 they go to New York.
Why?
And they take over a whole office building. And they get into, like, a science lab where they're doing experiments, and all of them get mutated by chemicals and whatnot. So one of them becomes super smart and wants to become a Broadway actor, and does, like, interviews with news crews who are there to cover the gremlin takeover of the building. One of them turns into a vampire for some reason. One of them turns into a lady, and ends up sleeping with a man in the elevator. Let's see. Hulk Hogan at one point has to fight the Gremlins to resume the movie because they started destroying the film reels.
That's weird.
It's very long and drawn out. There's an extended Rambo reference because Gizmo ends up, like, he gets, like, attacked by them and left for dead, and then comes back with a little red bandana and a bow and arrow and just starts murdering the shit out of them.
Hey, friend. Whoa!
Come with me. The Brotherhood needs you.
No. Make this go away.
What's happened?
You should watch, because that was really weird.
Come. The Brotherhood needs your help.
You're trying to stab this man in the back. Oh, is it because the co-op mission thing appeared?
Yes.
So then you couldn't stab that man?
Yes.
Why is there a co-op mission thing appearing? Is it...
Because there was apparently someone doing a co-op mission in this general vicinity. Someone else is playing this video game
Jesus.
at this moment.
What are the odds of that, honestly?
Very low.
Were they inspired by the release of Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
I've seen more people than I really feel comfortable noticing being like, I miss Assassin's Creed Unity in relation to the release of Odyssey.
Christ.
I'm 90% certain these are the same people who are like, oh man, I can't believe Capcom out-platinumed Platinum with Resident Evil 6.
I remember that.
Like, it has to be the same people, right? That's how this works. Because clearly no one in their right mind is like, yeah, this game, it's better than Odyssey. Anyone who says that is crazy or lying to you. Ow. Well, I'm dead. That's unfortunate.
Great. Do this again then.
Yep.
Oh. Is this at least like the last mission?
Yes.
Thank God. How much longer would you say it is?
Oh, I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. Because I know there's a big stupid boss fight that is terrible. There's at least like 2 more dumb reveals and plot developments. Not really reveals, just plot developments. What's up, dog? Oops. And like the other part of this is I actually legitimately don't remember where Jermaine is. And this is kind of a big area, which is a real bummer.
Is there any area that looks appropriate for a big dumb final boss fight?
Not particularly. Like, this is just a big square area. Oh, the frame rate.
Oh, Lord. So you kind of just gotta explore until you find them, I guess.
Pretty much. And he can be anywhere in this cube.
Oh, great. If only you had some kind of like bird that could just fly overhead and mark them on your map.
That'd be super nice.
There's that giant castle that looks like it would be an appropriate place to hide a final boss.
Well, yeah. Oops. Well.
Will he at least like show up gold if you see him from a distance?
Yes. If I can get him in the range of my eagle vision, he will show up gold.
Oh, that guy's talking about, like, Yo Catacombs. Maybe he's in the catacombs.
I think he's in the catacombs. The trick is, how do I get into catacombs?
Go down.
Thanks, Make Me Mad.
Get a shovel.
Imagine they have like a roof that would prevent you from just shoveling in.
Shovel harder.
I don't think you know how shovels work.
I mean, presumably if you shovel hard enough, you can just break through the roof, right?
You would have to shovel insanely hard.
Yeah, so do it. Don't complain about the amount of shoveling to do, just shovel harder.
It's like a moat over here. Oh, there he is. He's all the way up at the top. That's
okay.
Convenient. Arno, thank you.
Also, yeah, I finally got to the part in Odyssey where it's like, hey, fall damage no longer exists, and that's really nice.
It's real nice. I think I'm at the point where now, if I like fall from a height, what I can do is I can do like a ground shock, ground wave, ground pound.
I saw the ground pound upgrade was looming for my next thing. Yeah, I managed to upgrade the spear twice before I even got off that first island where you find the forge.
Nice.
Because I guess the first threshold for upgrading is pretty low.
Yes. Really, most of the thresholds are not huge.
Well, yeah, I'm only a few away from the next one anyways. Spear 4.
I will say that the last one is pretty huge because it goes from like 9 to 22, which is just the rest of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I figured at some point the final upgrade would just be, hey, get all of them. I do like that the spear looks better as you upgrade it. Like, it no longer has the shitty broken off shaft at the back.
It like has a nice clean shaft.
Yeah.
You want a nice clean shaft, Make Me Mad.
You do.
Because if you don't get a clean shaft, then your Dracula boss fight is just going to go so bad. It's like, geez. Castlevania.
I mean, remember, the shaft isn't even the threat, it's the balls you gotta worry about.
That's true. Actual quote from Grav.
Yep. Castlevania's great. Do you think Shaft... Well, no, he wouldn't. Sadly, Shaft will not appear in the Castlevania series.
Not yet. Maybe they'll get there.
Maybe Warren Ellis will be tapped to write more Castlevanias.
Yes. God, I hope so.
Warren Ellis does the entire Castlevania series.
Imagine that. How good would that be?
I'd be pretty okay with that. If only to see Warren Ellis's Shaft.
Oh, tweet that at him. I'm sure he'll be like super psyched about it.
I'll let you handle it.
It's weird people on the internet just want to see my shaft.
That's not new.
This is a really bad place for a window. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Hold on. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That is poorly placed.
Oh, hey, there he is. Found him. Whoops. He's got a lightning sword. Oh, darn.
What the hell was that?
Alright, so this is the funny bit where you have to make sure that he's not looking at you or else he will zap you. And now you sneaky around and you go, hi. Oops. He's got lightning powers. And then we do this for a while.
Can you just throw something, like, behind him and then you go stab him in the back when he turns around?
No. Also, now he's down there. Thanks.
I have a serious question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
When he did his giant lightning explosion and knocked you on your ass, why didn't he just turn around and kill you?
Don't ask these questions.
I'm asking it, though. I'm really curious.
Why?
Why he would teleport away instead of just turning around and stabbing you with a lightning sword.
Because that's not fun. The real question is, why did he teleport so dang far away? Because that's just irritating. Ugh, my ear itches. Oops. Up. Nope. Oh, get up, you idiot. We're down. That's a lot of dudes just hanging around that place where I'm supposed to go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 people just loitering. Which is like a lot. Oh. Bother. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I don't have any more smoke bombs. That's a problem. Pardon me. Pardon me. Later. Oh, that's a dead end. That's okay, because I found this thing. Oh, hey, Elisa's here, magically. Nothing bad will happen.
Mademoiselle de la Serre as well. This is quite the reunion.
Stay hidden. Keep him talking.
Are you ready for this amazing boss fight, Make Me Mad, Part 2?
I don't think I'm ready. Because Assassin's Creed has really never had a good boss fight.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, God.
That sounds like it's going well.
He zapped me.
I have a question, TFP.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you not just shoot him?
No, because he's got a lightning shield.
So, what's the plan?
The plan is for him to just dance and turn around and look at Elise. There we go. Nope.
So are you going to shoot him in the back?
No, I'm going to stab him.
Why would that work if shooting him won't?
I'm going to stab him.
Why would that work?
Because everyone knows that lightning shields only protect against projectiles. They don't... If you get up close with a metal thing that conducts electricity, it just breaks through.
You're wearing a jacket that has like 3 billion buttons on it.
Yeah.
There's
And?
metal studs all over you.
Yeah. It dissipates the electric shield. Why is he dancing?
He's French, they're into that.
He's got like a weird stutter step going on. Ow. Please stop zapping me. Nope. Oh, my, such a thirst for revenge. Who? Oh.
We'll have to take him together.
He decided he was going to Zeus ult me, which is really unfortunate. Alright, there we go. I stabbed him. I've murdered that man. Also, now there's heavy rocks on me.
Rough.
Also, I need to get my stopwatch ready. Because, let's say something that will require a stopwatch is coming up.
Okay.
And if I recall correctly, these are stupidly long.
Great. Hope you've got your list of topics lined up.
I'm almost free.
I can take him.
No, you can't. Not alone. Wait for me.
Oh, my face is clipping through my jacket.
Elise!
And she's like, no, I got this. And I was like, oh, this tiny rock is so heavy. Hold on, I gotta run over there.
Right, I'm gonna throw this out there though.
Yeah, what's up?
Maybe if he wanted her to have a better chance, he should not have yelled Elise as she was going to stab that man in the back.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
feel
about.
like that kind of gave away the plan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Arno is responsible for like everything bad that's happened to him. and
Yes,
everyone around him.
this is true. And now she's dead.
A lightning sword just wins Stacy her.
Don't you just love Assassin's Creed Unity?
The lightning blast didn't even mess up her hair.
It really didn't.
She just died kind of non-committally. Didn't get. She got like some smudges on her face. Okay, now are you gonna kill that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Check it out. Now I've got his memories. It's like, oh, check out all this crazy nonsense. There's just a sick pentagram flashing by his face.
Bravo. You've slain the villain. That is how you cast this little morality play in your mind, isn't it? Oh, I'm not really here. Not really there either.
And now he's talking to me in the flashback psychic frozen time.
Seems the Father of Understanding seemed fit to give us this time to talk.
No, see, the Father of Understanding has given him fit the time to talk.
Particular favorite of mine. I did not understand the visions that haunted my mind.
Thanks, the Father of Understanding.
Towers of gold, cities shining white as silver. Oh, I was going mad. And I found this place. Dr. Mollay's vault. Through his writings, I understood.
Understood what?
Somehow, through the centuries, I was connected to Grand Master de Molay. And I'd been chosen to purge the order of decadence and corruption that had set in like rot. To
Now
wash
he's
the world
talking about
clean.
stuff. And really, just who
Truth the Father of
cares?
Understanding intended.
That seems to have gone over well.
Prophets are seldom appreciated in their own time. Exile in the basement forced me to reevaluate my strategy. Find new avenues for the realization of my purpose.
No matter the cost.
A new order never comes without destruction of the old. If men are made to fear,
You guys are just hanging out, having a chat.
untrammeled liberty,
In the frozen time.
comes the better. A brief taste of chaos will remind them why they crave obedience. Here's we part ways here. Think on this. The march of progress is slow, but it is inevitable as a glacier. All you've accomplished is to delay the inevitable. One death cannot stop the tide. Perhaps it'll not be my hand that shepherds mankind back to its proper place. But it will be someone's. Think on this when you remember her.
Now he's dead. Just creepy touch in the face.
He's not doing the face-off thing, is he?
No.
That seems like an Arno Dorian move. TFP, I don't care about any of these characters.
You're right. I don't either. It's what makes this ending just not great. But hey, now I have a giant lightning sword that I can equip.
Isn't it totally busted, though? I remember reading something about that.
I don't remember.
I want to say they give it to you, but you can't do anything with it. Like, it doesn't have lightning abilities or anything.
I believe
It's
that is
just
the
a sword.
case. I believe it is just a really good sword.
So yeah, if you want to go... Well, I guess you'll be using it for the DLC.
This is true.
I was going to say for all that post-game content you want to do in Unity, and then I remember you actually do.
Unfortunately.
That nothing is forbidden to us.
I mean, you could just not
I
do it.
thought that
It
meant
wouldn't be
we were
hard.
free to do as we
But you've
would.
decided you have to.
To pursue our ideals no
The
matter
people need to know make me mad.
You crave the Unity.
I understand.
People need to know.
Not to grant
People already know. They've watched 5 sequences of you doing this bullshit.
Ideals too easily give way to dogma. Dogma becomes fanaticism.
So just
No higher
it's way more
judgment of us.
just dumb interpretations of the creed from every individual person.
In the end, only we ourselves can guard against our obsessions.
It's almost like they should have been more specific with
We
it.
can decide whether the road we walk carries too high.
Nah, son, nothing is true, everything is permitted. The end.
We
That's all you
believe
need.
ourselves
That's all you got.
Avengers,
Could never
saviors.
possibly be
We
misunderstood.
make war on those who oppose us, and they in turn make war on us.
Did that
We
other
dream of
gravestone have
leaving
2
our
names on
stamp
it?
upon the
Yes,
world.
it was Mom and Dad
Double
de la
stack 'em?
Serre. I guess.
In a conflict that can be recorded in no history.
Did they just crack her coffin open and roll his body in on top
Sure.
That
and
we
seal it
are
shut again?
Begins.
I don't know. I don't know what burial procedures are like all over the earth, but I don't think you bury 2 people under the same headstone like that. Not a little headstone like that, anyways. For like a family tomb, I could see something like that, but or a family plot.
Yeah, I don't know. Years later, I really just want to point out. Oh, hey, what's up, Napoleon? And Arno.
What do you want to point out?
Like years later, and that dude is already a skeleton. I don't think that's how fast that happens.
I mean, it just says years.
Yeah, but Arno still looks roughly the same, so like
He just
1
ages well.
1 to 4 at best. This is a very extreme close-up of the skull.
He got Altair'd. He just turned into a totally preserved skeleton, still wearing his clothes.
Yep. And now he's
Despite the
part.
fact that is not how skeletons work.
Now he's part of the skeleton wall in the catacombs.
So why did they only go down to get his body like years later?
I don't know. Also, who's ready for credits?
How'd they free up space in the catacomb walls for him like that?
Very carefully. I've got my stopwatch going. I've set this controller down.
Fight 2 centuries before it started.
Um,
I don't think Abstergo will
Yeah, this is a bad video game.
catacombs for Germaine's body. The bones are going to be too damaged, too
Yep.
decayed. We're in the
3 people. Story by 3 people. 5 script writers, and an additional script writing credit.
is continue searching Arnold's memories for anything else he might have seen, like rare
11 producers. Entirely too many technical directors for how many bugs this game has. The assistant level design director, then the assistant level design technical directors. Then the additional assistant level design director. Like 10 designers. "12 mission designers. "15 level designers plus 2 additional level designers. You want to talk about the point at which the bloat really hit this series hard? It's this one. Look at all these gameplay programmers and AI programmers.
I'm seeing it.
These are a lot of programmers.
No, anytime that the list of names is still going and the category has disappeared off the screen, you know you're in trouble.
Also a lot of intern programmers. Not that many testers turned out. I, for one, am shocked by that turn of events. A whole bunch of animators. You know, no fault to the artists. They did a solid job. Texture artists look good. Lighting artists did good. Some data analysts. Data architects. Must architect the data. I like the list of associate producers in Ubisoft Annecy, and then there's just someone with Ubisoft Bucharest in parentheses next to their name under the Ubisoft Annecy list. I also don't even know if I'm pronouncing Annecy correctly. I'm just assuming because it looks French. We're gonna look this up because these credits are long and I have nothing better to do. How to pronounce yeah. I want something that doesn't have sound. Well, I guess we're gonna get some sound here.
PronounceNames.com.
Oh, thanks, PronounceNames.com. Annecy. Not Annecy. Like Tennessee, but Annecy. I just sure do love long credits. It's not even that long yet. It's only been 6 minutes, and we're already losing it. And by we, I mean me, because you're not really talking.
Yeah, I'm reading on the Assassin's Creed wiki.
Oh, how's that going for you?
Alright. I found a doctor lady from Odyssey popped up in this other Wikipedia article, or this other Assassin's Creed wiki article.
About?
So apparently there was a dude who was working for the Templars, who they had him, like, go and relive all of Arno's memories. But because Arno's, like, a weird sage person, or not a sage, but he's, like, he's really close to, he has all the weird alien DNA shit. Like, he has the mind-reading thing.
Yes.
His DNA is so strong that when the Templar dude relived his memories, the bleeding effect hit him so hard that he became Arno Dorian.
That's really unfortunate for him. You should never want...
He said he had to break up with his girlfriend because he'd fallen in love with Elise instead and couldn't look at her anymore.
That is like
thing in here.
That is like the worst kind.
People in Abstergo were like, "Man, this guy's having trouble. He'll probably be fine though. Just give him some medication and have him keep working on it."
So it's like
the bad for him.
It's like the worst kind of like dumb waifu nonsense.
Mm-hmm. He ended up burning a bunch of stuff in the Templar offices to help the assassins. Because I guess that was the best plan Arno could come up with, is destroy hard drives.
What are these newfangled devices? Oh, Jean-Francois Levesque. That is the most French name I've ever heard. The most French name I've ever heard, and it was for someone at Ubisoft Toronto. Also, what does the doctor lady in Origin, or in Odyssey, come into with that guy?
Oh, she was his psychiatrist.
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
Apparently it was like he kept freaking out and going like, alright, I think I'm, like, I literally can't even remember which memories are mine and which ones are his. And she was like, that sounds pretty bad. You can the work is important though, so you should probably keep doing it. And then he was like, alright, so I broke up with my girlfriend because I'm in love with Elise. And she's like, alright, that also sounds bad, but we're gonna keep you on the case. Have some medication. And maybe try writing in a journal to keep your memories separate from Arno's. To help you form a separation between the two of you. And spoilers, that also did not go well.
So that doctor lady seems on the up and up.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently it was all part of a long con on her part, because when he was hallucinating like crazy, she told him to go destroy all the hard drives and stuff.
Oh.
And then they caught and killed that guy, and she was like, yeah, no, that guy was crazy. So what I'm saying is, maybe she's okay after all.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like people who betrayed people.
That's not really betrayal.
Especially people who betrayed your
like
Templars.
We're like making use of an asset.
Alright. Oh, now we're in the credits for the Assassin's Creed brand.
TFP, it's not betrayal if you were never really on their side to begin with.
The hell is that even a line from?
I can't remember.
That really didn't... Just Google searching that did not help. Also, the credits have gone on for so long that I had to go nudge the controller because it, like, went away.
Nice. Apparently there's a line from Team Fortress 2 where the spy says, "I never really was on your side."
Ah,
That's the closest thing I can find.
that might be what I'm thinking of. Did you know that Big the Cat first appeared in the Mario series in the Wii version of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
I did not.
He appeared as a referee in the athletics and rowing events. I don't know why I have the Mario wiki for Big the Cat up, but, you know. Let's see what other fun things I have. I have this page of the list of N-Gage games up. Hotel 2 Tango. Yeah, there's a version of Catan released on the N-Gage. Also 2 FIFA games. Oh, what the? That Pocket Kingdom game that they were talking about on the N-Gage stream is apparently a spiritual successor, a spiritual sequel to Dragon Force. That Saturn RPG that Grav played. I don't know if you're even here anymore, but that's okay.
I'm here.
Okay. You want to talk?
Assuming I'm gone when I'm just reading dumb Assassin's Creed stuff.
I'm reading about the N-Gage.
I'm reading about the Ascendance event.
Yeah, we'll get there. Do you know that X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2 were released for the N-Gage?
No.
There was going to be a port of Driv 3er.
Was the Ascendance event in one of the games?
I
TFP?
don't remember. I don't know.
Apparently the Ascendance event happens when you get a bunch of ancient alien bloodlines together. In this case, it happened because they got a group of teens with attitude together who all had alien DNA. And all of them were all of them had the DNA code between them that they needed to activate the Ascendance event.
Uh-huh.
The 6 teenagers entered the collective unconscious simulation and received a protective shield from Minerva to resist the powers of the Trident.
You gotta be careful about that Trident.
Yeah. It's powerful stuff, that Trident.
Yeah.
What does the Trident of Eden do? Why is Alex Mercer holding it? It belonged to Alexander the Great.
Thanks, Alexander the Great.
Apparently it influenced people's emotions.
And they were like, yeah, that guy seems great.
It was split into 3 pieces, the Trident. The faith prong, the fear prong, and the devotion prong. Dun. There's a lot of terrible names popping up here. Do you remember the name of the computer lady?
Minerva?
No, a computer lady in Odyssey that we couldn't remember. Something
Oh,
AR.
Alana something. Alannah.
Alana Miles?
No.
Nope, that's just a random Wikipedia article. I put Assassin's Creed Wiki, but it just took me to something else.
Might be Alanah with one
I
N.
don't know.
I don't know.
I found the page for the main lady, so maybe it'll tell me.
What? There's a storage box aboard your ship in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh, there is?
Apparently.
Oh, that helps. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I'm looking for a storage chest, honestly. I was like, man, that'd be helpful.
It's apparently right behind where you stand when you sail.
Oh, I've never looked back there.
Yeah, me either.
Oh. Apparently that lady has never appeared in anything. The Alana Ryan.
Ah, that's her name.
She's only listed as Odyssey. So.
Makes sense.
Oh, that's a gigantic spoiler that they put that there. Holy shit.
I was gonna say, maybe...
No, I was just like, looking at the character list for modern day, and they really should not have put certain names in that list.
Well, now I'm excited.
Like me, person who knows nothing about Assassin's Creed, knows that's not a name that's supposed to be under modern day.
Oh, I bet I know what it is. It's probably fine.
Oh?
Don't worry about it.
Or is it part of the dumb things you ran into today?
I don't know, but we're gonna keep talking in circles around this. Oh, look, they have a single junior tester. Good job, Martin Carlson.
Good job, guy.
I like to imagine that guy was like, dude, you know, like, all of this is kind of broken. Like, I'm writing bugs as fast as I can, but it's just, like, it's not really working. And all the other testers are like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, I'm kind of worrying about it. Just every time they fix something, like, 3 more things break. No, yeah, it's fine. Look, you get more bugs. That's good. Maybe you'll reach full tester at some point, kid.
Yeah.
I really think you guys should worry about this a little more. Nah, it's fine.
It's a lot of experience.
It really is.
Sorry, I just retweeted something really funny to me.
I really want to point out that I actually timed this super well, except for the credits.
Yeah.
Credits have been going for 20 minutes, 45 seconds. And without that, the stream would have ended at like 2 hours and 8 minutes. So it would have been like a normal length stream, but with these credits just still going. Oh, I have to nudge the
Are
control
they just
stick
gonna
again.
go through the entire catacombs?
I feel like
Is that
we've just
playing?
been in a circle. We've just been going in a circle, is what I think is happening.
The camera crew got lost in the catacombs. They're just gonna loop
I
the
want to.
credits.
I really want to point out. Wait, there's a guy who's credited as expert esport. That is all.
Fuck. I was gonna say, what if the secret is that they like, if they just looped the credits at some point, would anyone notice?
No.
Like, if they just did like the same crew of people, like they just went through the Canada crew like 3 times at different points in the credits.
Do you
Nobody
think
would notice.
nobody would notice because everyone is too much of a jackass like we are, and we're just timing it.
Yeah. You're actually paying attention to what's there, unless it's a funny name you can make fun of. Like Kim Bang.
Julian Hummer, Catherine Duda, Lucas Bonin.
Nice. That dude works on Odyssey.
That shouldn't be that funny.
It's not, we're just tired.
Yeah. Sebastian Bedwet.
God. That's unfortunate.
That's probably not how you pronounce that, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Laurent.
Spoilers, that's also what everyone he went to school with pronounced it.
Yep. Laurent Lugbull. David Horn definitely worked on Odyssey, if you know what I'm saying. Elaine Core. Thorsten Kapp.
Oh, I forgot to mention, as far as other good fun looks at the French catacombs in video games, there's a really good bit in Onimusha 3 where you have to go through the catacombs.
Nice.
Because the whole plot of that game is like one of my favorite video game plots ever. Because the idea is Guildenstern, the scientist demon guy from game number 1, he was trying to make a teleporter. Like, to teleport from one place to the other, and he called it the Space Folder. It was basically just like the Event Horizon style, like, fold space and just overlap these 2 points and then swap them. And it worked, but the problem is that he accidentally invents time travel.
Nice.
Like, he makes a teleporter, uses it, and accidentally teleported himself to modern-day France.
Oops.
And just, like, freaked the fuck out because he didn't know what anything was or what modern technology was or what had happened to him. So he just runs into the catacombs and hides because he's a skeleton man. And figures that is the safest place for him to be, is surrounded by other skeletons. So he just builds a new lab in modern-day Paris in the catacombs, remakes his time travel thing, and then goes back in time and is like, holy shit, time travel, you guys. And that's the plot of the game, is that this motherfucker accidentally invented time travel.
Is this
I
the
love
one
it.
where, like, he gets a cell phone and just will randomly
Yes!
call you to laugh, and that's it?
He gets a cell phone, because, like, main character Samanosuke is hiding out with this French lady, Jean Reno's character's girlfriend. He's hiding out with her in her, like, apartment.
That's really unfortunate for Jean Reno. I'm gonna be super honest.
Why?
Because the dude who plays Samanosuke is way hotter than Jean Reno.
What? You take that back, son of a bitch.
Jean Reno is not an attractive man.
What are you talking about? Anyways, whatever. Your wrong opinions aside. So, Samanosuke is hanging out there, and she gets a call on her phone, answers the phone, and is like, oh, who's this? Stops for a second, and then hands the phone to Samanosuke and says, it's for you. And then when Samanosuke puts the phone up to his ear and says hello, you just hear maniacal laughter from the other side, and it's Guildenstern on the phone.
Amazing.
So, like, he called and then asked, like, hey, is Samanosuke there?
It's like, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then just waits for the phone to be handed over and then starts laughing.
Amazing.
It's so good. Like, everything about Guildenstern being in modern day is the best. Because he has no idea what the hell he's doing. He's just fucking around, and it's great.
China West
He builds
Coast.
a giant dumb robot and names it Brainstern and calls it his son. He gets blown up in the first mission and he's very upset about it. At one point you find all of his like research reports on like all the cool shit he's planning to do and all the experiments he's running with all these new modern day animals he now has access to thanks to the Paris Zoo. And he's like, I found like the perfect hunter. He's like talking about a lion. And he's like, it's fucking amazing. This thing's gonna kick ass once I get it all demoned up and like do all these experiments to turn it into a demon. And he's like, this thing's gonna wreck Sanosuke's shit. I can't wait for him to get here and fight it. And like the next report you find is like, alright, the lion got like 5 times bigger and super, super powerful, but it also got way lazier and I can't get it to do shit.
Nice. Also, I think
He's
the
like-
credits actually ended.
Oh, thank God. That said, I wouldn't mind talking about Onimusha 3 some more.
Yeah, go on,
Game's
keep
great.
going. 27
It's like-
minutes, 4 seconds.
My favorite part of that is that you never fight the lion. Like, it's not a boss fight because he couldn't make it work because lions are too lazy. It's like, no, it's not gonna fight. Like, you turned it into a demon, yes, but this lion doesn't give a shit. Like, the laziness overpowers the fact that you made it a demon.
Amazing.
So instead, he just resorts to plan 2, which is like, put an elephant heart in a gorilla and then inject that with demon blood. And make giant crazy gorilla monsters to fight you. That one works. Those gorillas are sons of bitches.
Oops. No, don't go into play together menu.
But I actually really, really like Guildenstern in that game. Like, the idea that the plot was kicked off by him accidentally inventing time travel is one of my favorite video game things ever. Because, like, how often does that happen? Like, someone just accidentally fucking makes time travel.
I don't have an answer for you.
And just, like, all of his documents that you find of him, like, trying to come to terms with the modern-day world and just cars and everything. Just Guildenstern leaving behind reports on, like, man, this place is fucked. Like, I can't find any demons here. I don't know what's going on, but things are bad.
Anyway, that's the Assassin's Creed Unity.
I see you now have the thickest skin.
I do, but I don't have the iron skin, which is unfortunate.
You are now immune to criticism.
Unlike Assassin's Creed Unity, boom!
Nice.
Anyway, here's what we'll do next time is the Dead Kings.
Also, I've read how that DLC starts off, and I can't wait for you to get there.
I know. I remember it being, you know, more Unity. So I'm gonna
More
hit this.
Unity is the most accurate way to describe it.
I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button. Night, everybody.
All right. Night, everybody.